Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be using both my McGrath holiday palettes from last year and the year before that. I didn't really do one this year, but it was like a full collection of a bunch of little palettes. I don't know, face palettes too. So here was this one and this one. So I'll be doing a look using these two palettes. Okay, so do you have any of these palettes? I have been waiting. I don't know when they're gonna ship out any of the Black Friday sales. Have you guys gotten any notifications of your shipping, all that? Because I feel like some people are slowly getting their Black Friday stuff, and I was wondering if you guys got any notifications on yours. Did you go shopping for Black Friday? I only got one of my palettes, and that was from Cyber Monday, and that like shipped out really quickly, and I'm like, okay, so what's happening with my items? With 3 of the brands my palettes. I'm like getting, but I'll wait next week because I know Adept said the 10th she'll be shipping out, starting to ship out, but then I heard something that she was already gathering shipping, and I don't know. So I'm kind of like, hopefully I get some news on my stuff soon. I'm going to go in with the shade because I feel like that's the lightest shade to start with. So yeah, these are, this one is the Celestial Nirvana. Aren't they both named the same? No, this one's different, huh? And then the Celestial Odyssey. Okay, so Odyssey and Nirvana. Using the Nirvana. Okay. Getting my head straight slowly. So yeah. I don't know. Yesterday I just took it an easy day, like didn't do nothing. This morning I did dishes, and last night I am slowly writing down all the palettes so I can mark down how much usage I'm using, because this one, no, because I did these ones for this year for my palette, so, and now for next year I'm doing the same, but I'm gonna tally them so I know how much I'm using, because when I do that I go over, and I don't know, over the 10 usage on a palette. So I'm just gonna tally them up this year coming. So how's everybody's week going? It's already Thursday, and I want to do a holiday look. I want to start doing some holiday looks. That's why I pulled out these 2 holiday palettes. Get like a feel on the holidays. Even though it doesn't snow where I live, I miss looking at the snow. The cool weather now, I feel I'm done with the cool weather. I think I'm finally done wishing to move back to Michigan. I think, when my area gets cold, I'm like, do I really want to go back where the snow is and the harsh weather? Because when the weather was changing this year, my immune system crashed badly, and I thank God I didn't have COVID or anything. It was just allergies, went to bronchitis, and then a cold, feverish, and then back to normal. Like, my throat is still kind of at night because we have to have some kind of fan on. So it gets difficult at night. I'm gonna go in with this one, with the Odyssey palette. This light mauve pink. So yeah, I take it like night by night and see how my immune system is going. But my throat, it gets itchy a little bit. It gets sore throat. Like yesterday morning was like a sore throat, but then it gets better. I'm like, what the heck? I don't like that at all with my issue that I'm having. But it's tolerable because it goes away. But I'm like, oh no, am I gonna get sick? Oh no, here I go again. I think that looks good. Okay. Just had to start it off like that. Do I want to go in with purple? Like a little bit ago, I was like, purple. And then I was like thinking about this purple, and then now I'm thinking about this blue. And this one pretty much has like a brown. I don't want to go in the brown. I'm gonna go in with this purple. I know that's like not really a holiday color theming. I'm just gonna pop it up here. And see how that goes. Like, it's in the holiday palette, so it's exceptional, right? But I might pop in the blue right after, lower than the purple. So, but yeah, nothing much. We were gonna go, my boyfriend's like, mall this weekend, and then he called me and he's like, nope, I gotta get my tire fixed. And I'm like, okay, yeah, get that fixed. It's more important. I'm totally sick of this truck. So I'm like, yeah, get the tire fixed. It's really important. And then talk with your daughter about what we're gonna do with the game situation, because she wants a game. So she's slowly buying stuff for it, and I'm like, you guys decide on that. You talk to her after work, and then go with here. And so he's gonna go over to Laura, his daughters, and talk with her about it. And Laura's my friend, you know. Been my friend since high school, so. So I'm like, you guys talk about it. I'm staying out of it. I only have 400. I can pitch in some, but I don't want to be totally broke. I already did like what I could do, you know, with Christmas shopping, and my family is already done. And I did his niece and nephew, and that was 200 each, pretty much. And I'm like, okay, you got paid now. You and Laura talk about it. I can probably put in 200 more towards whatever they need. I already spent my my holiday on myself. I'm good. Because I was like, ooh, these deals. I could not pass up these palettes. I was like, oh, I can't wait till they start shipping. I know I already have one. That was the Nomad. I was like, there wasn't really much of the Nomad palettes that I wanted. Like the two that I wanted, I got now. So I'm good with the Nomad. And the formula is so good. I'm like, why did I wait so long? But it was the palettes I needed, you know, the palettes that I wanted, and I got them. So I'm good. And then some newer brands I was so tempted with Fantasy Cosmetica, but then I'm like, I want more than 9 pans. But $30, I'm like, one of their newer palettes was like calling my name. But I was like, you know what, maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll finally try them. But now I do hear them say it's a good brand and everything. I'm like, I can wait a little longer. Because Bella Beauty Bar is expensive and I want their newer launches. But I gotta be like, that's expensive. And I didn't see any sales going on with Inslee Rain. I really wanted their new launches as well. I'm like, these new launches are getting to me. Since I did pop in the blue, I'm gonna go in with the shade right here with the Odyssey. Because I was using for the purple and blue, the Nirvana. Okay. So here goes the Odyssey with this beautiful shimmer color. Kind of like a green, but it's pretty. Just popping that all over, stamping it on. So yeah, I'm like, that's pretty nice. Okay. And I'm gonna go back in with this blue real quick. And then purple, just to gather up all that. And then back with the pink over here. So, yeah. Trying to fix it all up. Okay. Done with this color. And now I'm gonna go in with I'm thinking like, do I go in with this color, like this kind of color, or do I go in with this color? Because then I go over to this palette and I'm like, do I go in with this? But hey, it's already an holiday palette, so they did it. I'm going with this blue color from the Nirvana. I couldn't resist the blue. And I'll probably pop something in the very inner corner. But I just couldn't resist this blue. And then, I don't know what is the special shades in these palettes. If there's any. I'm looking at them like together. I'm like, any special shades? I think I'm gonna go in with this color right here and see how that goes. Right there. Okay. My brother's like, they're starting to have like the metal detectors set up. I'm like, oh, the kids are gonna not like that at all. Because they're getting high on campus with their vibes. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gotten that worse with their vaping and putting weed in them. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, no, that's too funny. I'm like, man, kids are getting way worse nowadays. And it's probably gonna go downhill after that. I'm like, like cussing, and my brother like cusses a little bit. Like, who the fuck? I'm like, that's so funny. I just think it's just hilarious. Like when, a teacher, you think, oh my gosh, that came out of their mouth. The regular people too, they cuss too. That's like, they try not to show it. But, I hear like teachers like, oh my, and I was like, oh my God. But it's like so common right now with cussing and getting high, and I'm like, huh? That's so crazy. Okay, I think I want to go in with browns underneath, or pinky shade browns. So I'm gonna go in with probably a pink shade, probably with this shade right here. This is Sparkle Nude. Perfect. Just to set that. Because I have literally no use for these unless I'm doing like lining up the underneath. And hopefully it stays. If not, oh well. Because yesterday it was like my shadow was going down here. I'm like, what the heck? So I think I'm gonna go start with a brown shade. So I'm gonna go in with Odyssey with the shade right here. There's no names in the front, and I'm not looking in the back for shade names. I'm like, this shade right here. But yeah, it's funny how kids are acting. This generation of kids, to me, it's funny. Like, they have more of opinions nowadays. And I'm like, okay, that's how you see things, how you want to do things. Like, My brother's like, so what are you going to do after you're done with high school? Be famous on YouTube, TikTok. Or I'm like, okay. Like, some people make it. But that's their goals. As they see, like, after school. I'm like, well, I hope they make it and be successful. Like, but I feel like you had to start early on when everything was newer. Like, when YouTube was newer, you had to be like creative and learn how to film and stuff back then. Like, I started late, and this is how far I've gone. Like, makeup is like old news. Everybody's doing it. They're like, because they started way long ago. I'm gonna go in with this blue right here, maybe, yeah. And that's how they became big. So you gotta do something new in this world of social media, I feel. Because doing makeup, you have to be creative. You have to be creative on whatever you do nowadays. They want to see something new, funny. And that's how, I feel like things are going, gotta be funny. And creative. I'm like, I'm not in any of those. I'm boring. I like to chit chat and do my makeup. That's me. Chit chatting. I'm gonna go in with the shade right here. I feel like I should use it. I feel like this is definitely a holiday color. I'm gonna go in with the shade right here to connect. There. I think that looks okay. I'm done with these two. I like both of these palettes, by the way. They're really nice. I enjoy them both. Even though I would not spend a lot of money on these expensive Melt Cosmetics, McGrath. I rather spend my money on, indie brands nowadays, or just like indie brands. I'm seeing what color I should use. Blue. These are good liners from Juvia's Place. I think maybe ColourPop is a little bit better. I forgot how, because this one lasts quite a while. My eyes, I don't remember Juvia's Place, how long they last. I need to clean some brushes soon. I don't like cleaning brushes, but I have to. today I don't know what to make. We had Burger King. I was like, I don't know what to make. My fishy died. Yesterday, my brother came home right after, like, filming. And he's like, the fish died. Her name was Kara. And I was like, what? She was, like, on the other side of her waterfall. And then she landed somehow in her bag. I'm like, what? She wasn't doing good. There was a parasite eating her alive, getting bigger outside her fins. It was ripping her fins. Like, it was just horrible seeing that every day. And she was struggling. She wanted to live, and she was, like, trying to live. But poor little thing. I said, no more fish. Please do not bring any more fish. He's like, no. No more fish. We tried. I'm like, every time I had a fish, they died. I'm like, this is the longest we had a fish, and she was having problems too fast. At first, she was like swimming around in her fish bowl, like giving her kisses, and she was a happy little thing. And then she's like, okay, she's getting bigger. In the front portion of her, and we're like, oh, she's probably getting fat. Probably overfeeding her. No, that wasn't the case. She was getting big because there was something wrong with her. And we don't know we're not experts on fishes or anything. We like assumed, and she's like, it's not normal to get, for having like a fish getting big at that part. Like, it was just weird. She had like a parasite eating her and getting bigger. It was going to her half of her body in the back half. And then it was going down to her bottom fin. So it was like this white thing growing out of her. And it was just horrible to look at. That's why I didn't want to post any pictures. But I should post like something so you guys can see what she looked like. And it was like a cute little fish, colorful. She was happy at one point, and then it was horrible. This is the final look. Sorry on a sad note. But yeah, our fish died, and we had her for like, I think we got her last year or the beginning of this year. I don't know when my brother got her, but I'm like, if you get a pet, you are taking care of her. That did not last long. But yeah, I like the look. I like it. Yeah, okay. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment to my channel. But these were the two palettes. What do you think about my look? And yeah, bye for now.